But that's what he is. He's in the cocoon. And today, yeah, when qualifying comes, that's him, right? That's when he stretches his butterfly wings. All right, guys, we got banners on the straightaway here. It's gonna be hard to see, but we got an absolutely packed house, and that means only one thing: Grand Nationals. It is Grand Nationals weekend. Today is Friday, which is qualify and one heat race. Myself and Dad are racing along with like 500 other entries. It's crazy. It's also crazy competitive, and just love this event. The vibe out here is just so freaking cool, and so many good people to hang out with, and it's just been a lot of fun so far. And so we're gonna jump right into we got a first practice, which is gonna set our qualifying order, and then that qualifying is key, man. So we've had some good pace so far, and now's when it counts. So now we've got to put it together. So let's see if we can do it. You gotta let me in. There's the old man. He's racing with me. There's the two of us, but I think we're gonna have a big crowd out here from the family. And Dad, how are you feeling about Grand National 7?
Feeling really great.
Yeah, yeah. You can pick up from the tone how he's feeling, yeah. But you know what, guys? Yesterday, it was rough, right? It was rough for him. He didn't get to show all of his speed, but it's there, right? And Dad, he's like a cocooned, whatever that in-between stage is, between a caterpillar and a butterfly, right? I can't remember the name of that, but he's that thing in the cocoon, right? He's that.
It's not a larva.
No, I can't remember what that's called, but that's what he is. He's in the cocoon, and today, yeah, when qualifying comes, that's him, right? That's when he stretches his butterfly wings. Okay, so that's what's gonna happen today.
I want to address, you know, a lot of people asking, Ben, why aren't you racing? You know, you'd be not a shoo-in, a favorite, you know, probably to win the whole thing. You know, I think above 50% chance to win. Guys, I want to take this time to announce having a baby girl in April. I know we wanted a boy, it's fine. So no, Regan and I are having a baby girl in April. And this is a really expensive weekend, and we're trying to keep her away from some of the fumes and stuff too. So just ultimately, you know, I'll be out here all weekend with Dad and Kacy, just supporting them. Great fun to watch this event, but there wasn't a ton of desire, given the stage of life that I'm in, to come out here and race. So should be fun. Just wish for, you know, any prayers you guys have for us, for Regan and the baby. That would be much appreciated, but very excited to announce that to you guys. I'm gonna be a girl dad, so watch out. Whew. DILF energy. There are a lot of names I will tell you we did not choose. I liked Icy. I thought Icy Stahl would have been sick.
What?
Yeah.
Icy?
And then Stellar
Like
Stahl also would have been cool. Well, ICY, not ICEE.
We are here on a chaotic weekend, a beautifully chaotic weekend. This morning it is damp and dreary, but the promise is it's going to burn off and be a beautiful day. Came back here by the pond. I just needed a little bit of quiet this morning. You know, growing up as a kid, there were a lot of big events. You know, you had the Olympics, You had the Indy 500 here in Indiana, a big deal. And one of the things that always, as a young man, I thought I'd want to do would be, I'd want to run with the bulls in Pamplona. Well, I'm old now. I have no desire to run with the bulls in Pamplona anymore, but still looks like a cool event. So with that in mind, we are here at the Bulls of Pamplona of go-kart racing, Newcastle Motorsports Park.
The morning walk with Dad.
We're here for the CKNA Grand Nationals 7, and it's just an incredible event. I mean, more karts than ever, and just really well run, and just an outstanding thing, you know, to be a part of. I'm not elite like those that are running at the front, but I've run into this issue where I kind of came in with high expectations. I've been running well in my club series, and got out here yesterday and I started good, and then it's just like the wheels came off. And I got to thinking this morning, how do you stop something like that? I mean, if you're not superstitious and you don't want to just say, oh, it's going to be a bad weekend. I'm on a roll right now where things were bad and I'm just not fast, and I'm not as fast as I think I can be. And I'm looking at that not against my competitors, but against the stopwatch. And so I think about all those people that are good in sports, the Tom Bradys, the Peyton Mannings, you know, that can make those in-game adjustments that make all the bad luck go away. They stop it, right? They don't let it run over them. They change things, they make their own luck. And I've been thinking all morning, I've got to get in that mindset, because it, you know, you come back eager after a bad day yesterday and get up this morning and things go bad. So this is going to be kind of like a real life science experiment to see if I can kind of put the bad luck in my rearview mirror and go forward and do better. And my plan right now, one corner at a time. I'm just going to look at every corner, drive every corner, try and hit every apex, get back to being smooth, and go back to those fundamentals, and hopefully water will find its level, and it's a little bit higher than what it's been right now, so we'll see. So first practice this morning sets qualifying order, and I get out there, and about a lap and a half in, I can't see anything. It seems like my visor is fogged over, so I crack it and nothing, and I'm just I know I'm losing a lap right there, trying to get it unfogged because I can't see. So then it's like, okay, I'm opening my visor, and still thinking it was just fogged. And then about half a lap later, my glasses are covered with a fog and water droplets, and I just couldn't see the whole time. And entry points, exit points, I lost all confidence. So I'll be going out with group 2 today. Not where I wanted to be, but you know what, the sun's out now. We'll see what we can do here in qualifying. I still think the kart's fast. Starting here for the CKNA Grand Nationals 7, starting 19th, not a particularly strong showing. Didn't get a good qualifying effort in, had a terrible last practice, which set the qualifying order, and had a little bit of trouble, and it just seemed to continue here. One of the bright spots, Donnie there on the outside, was able to spend a lot of time with us at our camp this weekend, and it was fun. Kevin Scott there, another member that we'll sit around the campfire with. Hated to see him get off. He qualified around 7th. Tried to make room for him. May have made somebody mad on the outside, but Kevin had been so fast all weekend. It was tough to see that, because I think he really was a podium contender. A little squirrely there, but Jeff Danoon in front, and actually leads to an advantage there to push him in front of Donnie. And away we go, starting to move up a little bit. But the kart kind of came in. I think the driver came in as well. It just seemed like things started flowing a little bit better. But here's a scrum, and this was costly. A lot of karts, and I initially get around a lot of karts there, but you can just see
those that were able to go to the inside started flooding by, and so the work I had done to move up was all for naught. Didn't know the guy was there at the dog leg, and got into him a little bit, and you know, just set your sights, try and make up some of those positions. Was able to do so. Followed the 48 for a couple of laps here. Looked several times, and just not very efficient in my racecraft there. Certain areas of the track I had a little bit better kart, it looked like, and was able to close in, but not able to make a move as efficiently as I would have liked to. You'll see another wasted effort here at the end of the straightaway after kind of a just a so-so cut through. Knew I wasn't going to be able to make it there, but maybe plant a seed that there was a nose looking inside. And dropped a couple kart lengths, but really had a good 2 and 3, and got a nice run here out of 4, and was making up ground, so was able to put my nose to the inside there, and he gave me plenty of room. Appreciate that. And now I set off for Tony and crew, and I got up to Tony, and right here I kind of blow any chance I had. Did this twice in a row, heading right into here. Just did not hit a good Monza. The lap before I'd actually checked up, and any chance I had to pass was for naught. So started 19th in this race and ended up 20th with a lot of action in between. So first race, top half, you know, that it's not what I wanted, but it was, you know, kind of the first level goal I set. Great racers here and a lot of fun, so no complaints.
Qualifying. Unfortunately, it is a story I'm all too familiar with. Little backstory: practice yesterday, I was solidly inside the top 10 all day. I think one time even 4th. Just had the speed, and then I go out in qualifying 19th or 18th, excuse me. Just look, the field's incredibly deep, but it's frustrating because that was all driver. I just didn't drive to those tires because there was so much more grip. I just didn't drive it right, guys. So there's some disappointment for sure in myself. But got to move on now because we got a heat race today. I got to move forward, try to make up some spots, try to get to the top 10 for those finals, right? I mean, that's kind of the goal. So kart's fast, like, I know that thing is fast, man. So just I've got to do my thing and just move up. Here's heat race 1. Starting 18th, I was disappointed, mostly because I didn't maximize my speed. But when you look at the depth chart here, it's a deep field. And right in front of me is number 12, Chris Carroll. He actually won the heavy final. So here we are, going 3 wide, and I get pushed a little wide and get into Chris. Didn't have anywhere to go, and then come back here and act like a little bit of a bowling ball, but everything goes okay. And now we start falling into single file, can breathe a little sigh of relief and start really racing now. Take a peek here on 484. He does a nice job fending me off, and so fall back in line. Coming here towards turn 5, I close a ton of ground. I think they all got checked up, and so I looked to make a move, but somebody spun right there, so the 484 was kind of trying to avoid, and I think I surprised him by being there, so he got into me a little bit, but I was able to get the position, fall in behind JD here, and so now looking to keep moving forward. And I think JD had just gotten knocked around back in the horseshoe, and so I think he was still squirrely from that. And so I get a couple of runs here out of the corners. So I'm going to take a peek here to the inside, but it's not there. So I back off, and then he washes a little wide right here, which sets me up. And just, I hate that I ended up shoving him off. It's tough to go too wide there. I felt like with looking at this video, it seems like I might have had the corner, but I still always try to leave people room. I apologize to JD. JD's such a nice guy. I just hated shoving him off. And so right here, you're going to see the 492. That's Steve, and he's dragging something. His chassis protector on his cart got knocked loose somehow, and so you can see how he's kind of dancing around there. And I had to avoid what I thought was him coming out towards me, but he was just dragging that, and so his cart was just dancing around on it. So Amber got around me, and then right here in this corner, you're going to see here's a bumper clip that just goes flying right by her head. Yeah, close call. But everyone was okay. So Amber gets around Steve, and I am able to do the same. He tries a little bit of an over-under, but didn't quite have the momentum, and so I held the line. So here behind Amber, I don't know what that was. I wasn't looking. I think I was just doing a terrible job of entering the corner, and that gave Steve the opportunity to take a look, which I give him a thumbs up here because he didn't force it. He got there, but not quite enough to own the corner. Did a nice job of not running me out of racetrack. This is the next lap, and I do the exact same, right? So I didn't learn anything, and here I am doing the same thing. Opened it up. Steve did a nice job of completing the move there, and that's frustrating to watch because I mean just entering the corner so shallow. I mean, it's just hurting myself. So it was a lot of fun out there. I felt like it was some pretty good racing. Not the way I wanted it to go really, because I went backwards. But this is a deep field. Like if things don't go your way, or if you make mistakes like I just did there, you're going to lose spots, and that's just what happened. And so finished 20th, and looking forward to heat race number 2.
All right, guys, so here post race, and there's some bumping and banging in that race, and so my steering column, at least my steering column, is bent. So when I try to turn it, it won't. It's catching. It's bent, and I knew something was off. Like going through like a couple of the right-handers, like I couldn't get it to bite. I just wanted to keep drifting out. So about to replace that and see what that does. But hopefully the frame's not bent. That's always annoying. So we'll see, I guess, right? So I'm gonna take out the steering column. Got another one there. Swap out, and hopefully that's all I have to do, because got everyone here right now. Well, actually, all the family, and then there's a bunch more people coming over. It's a birthday celebration, a surprise birthday celebration, and so he has no idea. So trying to get this done before all the peeps come over.
Is you